Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. When we last left off, well, Iris is here now. I presume she wants to speak about the manuscript that we sort of got interrupted last time. And I wonder if that's the unspeakable story that the episode is referring to. Because so far, nothing too crazy has happened that I would call unspeakable. But you saw how they reacted when we mentioned Hound of the Baskervilles. So yeah, maybe that's the unspeakable story. Also, maybe I should have gathered that by the fact that the fucking title also has Hound of the Baskervilles, as well as, the adventure of the unspeakable story. But anyway, try examining stuff, see if there's examining anything, if there's any new dialogue, but we just got interrupted, so yeah, I guess we're talking with Iris some more. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little more time. Please. A little more time for what? Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris. Not at all. I don't know what all this is about, really, but it's a story you made up, is it? Iris, this manuscript, or whatever you call it. It's not exactly a story that I, made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. Daddy's? That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Jenny, but my daddy was her assistant once. His partner. Eh? They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together. Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was surprised as you are, though. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So really, I'm not an author at all. I'm a fucking plagiarist. I mean, obviously, she does embellish some things and change some details, and I'm sure actually telling a compelling story out of a diary is work all of its own, but, funny joke. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where's your old man now, then? God, is everyone gonna be asking her about her fucking absentee parents? He, had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land. And he'll be gone a very long time. So, I've never really met him. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Yeah, perhaps we should ask about her the fucking orphan, homeless wretch, ragamuffin, about her fucking parents. I bet she's really secretly loaded and she's just pretending to be poor. It's like poverty tourism or whatever. Anyway. What about this Hound of the Baskervilles, anyway? What's all this about, then, eh? Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story, I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts. That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean. Oh, but how? I don't really know. But it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it, and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. Man, this must have been an intense case. It pains me to say this after you toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say. Not now, so please, do not ask me. Jeez, what's that supposed to mean? Alright then, I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything. One day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Winterbank, isn't it? Yes. Harry said it had to be somewhere very safe. That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. I mean, you are 10 years old, but still though, you're like really smart, I guess, for a 10-year-old child. It's mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Yeah, he's probably just trying to, you know, protect the copyright. Wait till the, you know, it enters the public domain, and then they can publish it. No problems. Eh? If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. Yeah, the Arthur Conan Doyle estate owns the rights to that one in particular, and they haven't, the copyright hasn't expired yet. I think so too. Tisk, you lot are too trusting for your own good. But he can't put a wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I'll bet my life on it. I mean, I doubt he's just doing it for kicks. Like, he's a weird guy, but like, not letting her publish one story out of all of her other stories. Like, again, I don't think he would just be doing it for like the lols, you know, if he didn't have a good reason for it. What? Harley's lying to me? Well, again, again, he's a weird guy. I know he's got his quirks, but I just feel like he would not be, you know, he wouldn't just not allow her to publish one little book out of every other book that he's allowed her to publish. So, like, I don't know about that one, Chief. Anyway, Gina, tell me about your parents, who I'm sure love you very much, and that's why you're fucking a pickpocket on the streets of London, because they love you that much. I've realized that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. Hey, what's it to you, mate? What about your parents, Rianosuke? I ain't got any, have I? Yeah, never did have. Yeah, that's about how I figured. I just came into existence one day, fully formed, like an amoeba. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us for the moment we're born. Not even our mums. I swear to me, mum, that I don't have. Oh, that's. I mean, it's still sad though. But we all stick together. We're like, what's it, fucking Oliver Twist? Oliver and Company? Charles Dickens stories with orphans in them? General stories with orphans? Like, I feel like there's at least one story where, like, there's like a brigade of orphans on the streets of London, you know? It's probably Oliver Twist. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, diving's my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Ugh, man, my accent could use some work. My voice could use some work. Hell, I could just use some work in general. I feel like I'm not always doing a very good job. Oh, Gina. You ragamuffin. You tatterdemalion. You flibbit-a-gibbet. You fucking tramp. I do think about it sometimes. What'd it be like to have parents, I mean? I always thought it'd make everything right. But, having listened to what Iris just said, it sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. I mean, okay, I mean, you can either not have parents, you can have parents that are not there, you can have bad parents, or you can have good parents. So really, it's like 1 out of 4 chances of having a good outcome, you know? I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them. Oh. I mean, I guess that is a distinction worth noting. It's true! Ugh. I do want to see Daddy. So much. Oh, Iris. You know, knowing what we know now, that's, she's gonna be waiting a long time for that one. Oh boy, that was... Everyone just fucking... discourse over our non-existent parents. Ugh. Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? Iris? Yeah, what's that about? Well, he reckons he put that manuscript. He reckons he put that manuscript or whatever, right? But come on! That's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my! Why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story was really an old Winterbank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. How would you know about it? How do you know the title of that story? Perchance. Sus Zato-san? Don't be a sussy baka, man. Ah. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling ya. But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. Bro, you're like, how old are you again? I mean, you're like 17, Gina. You know, one more year, and you'll be a grown-up too, you know. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that manuscript ain't at Winterbank's. You'd soon see if you had a look. But, like, if he did sell it without her knowing, like, is that really possible? Because they said Zato-san had heard of it, the title, but, like, wouldn't everyone else know about it? Like, if it was really such a special, weird story, I feel like it would have, like, you know, it would have become a bestseller. Wouldn't you have been like, huh, look at the newspaper and be like, damn, this book that I thought it was at Winterbank's, it's actually not like a London Times bestseller or whatever. Like, I don't know if that theory really holds up, Gina. Just saying. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. Okay, I feel like... Okay, I know I keep interrupting. But, you know, I feel like you're perhaps a little a little overly cynical? Perhaps you're bitter and resentful about your own orphan status, and you're trying to negatively influence Iris because she has a father figure and you do not? Maybe? FY, just wondering, perhaps? Well, anyways, sorry to keep interrupting. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. I mean, that might be possible. Like, if he didn't, like, you know, if he was really so freaked out upon hearing the story, or reading the story, I guess, it's possible that he might have tried to, like, keep it under a vault, an actual vault somewhere, you know? Just so no one could ever see it. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him, don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Geez, that was a depressing and kind of cynical fucking confab, wasn't it? All about dead parents and absentee parents and liar parents and just general parentage in a bad way. Come along, Ginny. Oh, I didn't read the last line. My bad. Well, you know what it said. You probably you can read. Come along, Ginny. We should go back downstairs. Yeah, all right. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you? No, of course not. I love being coerced to keep secrets against my will. Because keeping secrets never leads to misunderstandings or poor outcomes for any of the parties involved. Keeping secrets is only ever a good thing. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night then. Iris. It sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Yeah, which is what I get. I feel like maybe Gina should be a little more careful with her words. You know, children can be quite impressionable after all. Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruhodo-san. Yeah. Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father, but also the name is a murdered visiting professor at Yuma University. Yeah, we might want to not mention that to Iris. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. You might say that the game is afoot, even. I'm tired, I assume. Stir Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo? That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. Oh, it was Sholmes' voice. My bad. Damn, fucking Ryunosuke ain't getting no sleep tonight. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Jeez, how do you know? How do you know? Oh yeah, I guess Iris probably told you. Well, she's an independent young woman. You know, she probably decided to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received a distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Sasato. No, I don't believe the girl's gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh, geez, how responsible and perceptive of you, Sholmes. How unlike you. If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. What's this about? Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? I didn't know Windibank's Pawnbrokery was a 24-hour service. Sick! Dude, let's go pawn off some shit at like 4 a.m. That's the perfect time to pawn all our belongings. That's Mr. Windibank's Pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's? Oh no! It's simple. Okay, yeah, I mean, we just saw this like 5 minutes ago. It's simple. If that story was really an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, that's, in other words, you, could know about it. Yeah, liar, liar, pants on fire. Sorry, Iris, without telling you, blah, blah, blah. Right. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. You know, I feel like Susato could have just, if Susato explained to us why she knew it was, the story was called The Hound of the Baskervilles, without anyone else knowing, that, like, you know, maybe this could have been avoided, but she chose to be secretive and not tell us for, like, no reason. Seems a bit sus, Susato. Sorry. Oh, no, not really. I don't know shit. I'm a dumb motherfucker, don't you know? Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once! Oh, says I was you, Susato. Miss Susato? Yeah, I guess we better go check to see what's happening there. 16th of April, 1:14 a.m. At least it wasn't, what's that other time? 1:35 in a.m. or whatever that story's called. The door to Windibank's. It's open. And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. There's no one here. Oh yes, there is. Bang! Bang bang! Ah! Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? What the fuck? Bro. Damn, that's not good. Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. But after them. Go. Right. I guess. Jeez, pal. Bro, why would you shoot Sherlock? I mean, Sherlock. Why? Come on, man. Blast. I've lost him. Hello. What have we here? Oh, it's a Bobby. The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about that? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot? Is he gonna be okay? With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibanks. Well, oh. Oof. Ooh, he didn't look too good.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Narado.
How bad is it?
Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door.
Well, at least
In the storeroom.
well, at least it doesn't look fatal.
Hurry!
Oh. Well, that don't look so hot. Oh, that don't look hot either.
It's Gina!
Oof. Ooh. Damn, this shit just went from like a 4 to about a fucking 12. Jeez, pal. I mean, I was waiting for some shit to happen. You know, I mean, relatively, right? Because, you know, there's always gonna be some kind of brouhaha, shenanigans, even, you might say, in these cases. But so far, you know, up to this point, it's been relatively basic stuff. But ugh. Now shit's got serious. But whew. Well, at least Sholmes is okay, right? I mean, if he can like move a little bit, it wasn't like a fatal wound, though. Our pal Windibank ain't looking too good. You know, it seems like a pretty good place to stop. I mean, it's a little relatively. Yeah, I guess it can be a little bit of a shorter episode. I mean, it's a pretty good climactic moment to leave off on, you know. So yeah, next episode, I assume we'll get some, you know, further clarification on what all the shit just happened. And because like again, that did not look good for Holmes or Sholmes, Windibank, or Gina for that fact. But yeah, until then, I'll see you later.